This quote that I saw on your LinkedIn that I really like. You said, let me get it. If you ask what if enough times, your next idea will be braver than your last.
Yes.
And I agree with you. But what do you mean by brave?
So you see, like the thing about creativity is it's a boundless, like I don't even want to call it a thing.
Yeah.
It's I think of let me talk about copywriting. I think of it as both an art and a science, because obviously there is a know-how around it, or a work. There's obviously like things that you do in a structural level, and there are rules to it. So I'd say that's the science bit of it. Like there are things you can't ignore. This has to work this way, this has to go this way. And it's an art because you can take all that and make it your own in a certain type of way. You see, for example, I saw a billboard once. It was 3 billboards in a row that had one complete sentence, which I found really intriguing. Instead of putting one billboard here with the whole sentence, they put it in 3 billboards. Expensive, but intriguing. So that's why the mantra for asking what if actually came from the younger years in my copywriting career. And I was always in brainstorms, and I was asking the stupidest questions. And then sometimes someone is like, hold up, because you're like, what if we do a billboard, but instead of doing this, we do that? Yeah. What if instead of the TV, we do this and do that? I shot some ad for a furniture brand just I think 2 months ago, and it's usually not the best thing to do to change the script on set.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful that we had a creative director who allowed us to do that, because we were still asking what if when the camera was rolling.
Yeah.
So you see how he pictured something, you see how the set is planned, the actors are rolling, and then you're like, hold up, what if instead of this we do that?
Yeah.
So the mantra for me, it's not even just about asking that specific question. It's about how do you turn good into great. Because sometimes you can have a really good idea, but it's not the greatest idea.
Yeah.
Or like you can have a really decent idea, but how do you make it award-winning?
Yeah.
So for me, the bravery of it comes from the braver you are with your ideas, the more memorable they'll be. Because sometimes you sit in a boardroom and you're trying to talk about ideas. You have I call them brave ideas because sometimes they get rejected a lot. Yeah, it's like you say something like, oh my God, this is KWS. What if we we took like 3 animals and put them in suits? And then we put them in a boardroom and do a photo shoot. I'm not saying that's the best idea, but you see, like you go talk to Gava with an idea like that, you're thrown out.
Yeah.
But like if you have someone who listens and someone who's on the other side of the table, and they're just as brave as you, or they want to take chances or experiment with you, then it's like, go ahead, let's see where it goes. Because it also inspires the next clients.
That's true.
Because you'll always see when Super Bowl is trending, every creative will be like, we want like a Super Bowl ad like that, like that, like that. And it's like,
there's that fear, or there are 2 things here.
Yeah.
There is one, as a creator, there's that fear of rejection.
Yes.
Because you have so many ideas, and just pick one. Don't reject. And if you have there's a specific one that you really like, and they reject it, it makes you feel like maybe it's not that good.
Yeah.
But then you have to overcome that. And then there's the understanding that it's not the idea that it's wrong. It's the person that I'm working with.
Yeah.
They're not really selling the idea, so I have to listen to them what they want, and then make my idea look like their idea.
And I think that comes with age and experience, because I've seen it happen sometimes where I don't want to call it like manipulating or twisting the client's mind to think like this is their brilliant idea, but I've seen how let's say guys who've been in the game for 20 years, there's a way they know how to talk to the guy who's signing the check to figure out how the idea still goes through, regardless of whether it was shot down in the beginning or what happens. But I think it's just in an ideal scenario, it's always a conversation, and then it's always showing like it worked in this market, or this guy's got close, or maybe it didn't work here because they didn't do this. And then also just taking that chance and figuring out how to tell someone, because the conversation will always be sour. You want to do this crazy idea, but I'm not paying 20 million for it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, or for you it's just like, oh my God, it didn't work. For me, it's like I still need to go and do a report to my boss and tell them how 20 million just went up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's always a money conversation or like a brand conversation. Remember when Pepsi had the Kardashian in the ad?
Yes.
Yeah. So and then your sales plummets.
Yeah.
Your shareholding, what is it?
Thank you so much for watching that highlight video. If you want to watch the full conversation that we had on the game drive, click here. I'm going to put it here. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, or even share with anyone who would be interested in this conversation. It helps my channel and it helps me make more videos like this. Asante. Bye.